Hey, how's it going, fight fans? Welcome to Mind for Combat. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rohan, and this is my platform where I do fight sports related content. If you're new here, why don't you help me grow my platform? All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like it, and maybe hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. With that said, in this video I'll be breaking down the upcoming One Championship lightweight world title fight. I actually know it's the featherweight world title fight between Martin Nguyen and Thanh Le. Now obviously the confusion about whether it be in lightweight and featherweight comes down to the One Championship weight cutting policies, and whilst this fight is probably not going to get tons and tons of views, so it ain't really going to do much for my channel in terms of traction and views, it's a fight that I'm really excited for, and actually I think it deserves a lot of attention from all fans. And if you're a hardcore mixed martial arts fan like myself, and let's face it, if you're watching my channel you probably are, you should definitely check this fight out, and it's going to be a really exciting one, and one that's a part of a brilliant card with Onglan Sang on it, Christian Lee's on it, and a whole host of great fights. And I've actually covered a lot of the fights on this card already, so definitely check it out, give it a shot. And if you ain't seen it yet, then if you ain't seen One Championship yet, then you're really missing out really. So check this one out. That's an important fight because for Martin Nguyen, the Situ-Asian, who's actually coming into this fight off a long layoff in a way, this is going to be really a return and showing the world that he's still got it. Now, to be fair to Martin, obviously COVID's happened and the world's shut down, so he ain't really been able to fight, but he is 31 years old and is coming into this fight off a bit of a layoff, so you got to wonder how that's going to impact him long term. So it's very important that he comes into this fight, shakes the ring rust off, and then gets in there ASAP really, and does his thing. He fights a guy in Thanh Le who's 35 years old but has been around for not that long, and he's actually coming into his own. If you've seen his most recent fights, he's only had all of 13 fights, so this is an important fight, a good test for both men. And without further ado, let's break this down. Now, as mentioned earlier, both these guys are 31 and 35 respectively. Martin Nguyen is going to be 4 years younger than Thanh Le, so this is going to be an interesting fight. I think both men can still be are still in their prime, or certainly Martin Nguyen is in his prime. And I think at 35 years old, Thanh Le, where he hasn't taken the damage that a lot of other fighters have, is still young and healthy enough to be able to make a go of things, and this is a very interesting time period for him. Martin Nguyen has a professional mixed martial arts record of 13 wins and 3 losses. And he fights Thanh Le, who has a professional mixed martial arts record of 11 wins and 2 losses. Now, Thanh Le's also fought in the Ultimate Fighter, where he went 1-1. But coming into this, I think his professional record is what really matters. Both of these guys have got a fair bit of experience. There's not a big gap in terms of the amount of fights they've had. Obviously, Martin Nguyen has had a lot bigger fights. He's been a 2-time world champion in One Championship. Actually fought for the bantamweight title as well, came up short there. But this should be a very interesting fight. Martin Nguyen stands at 5'8", he's an inch shorter than the 5'9" Thanh Le, and Martin Nguyen actually has a 2-inch reach disadvantage against the 74.5 reach of Thanh Le, but actually 2.5-inch reach, with Martin Nguyen being around 72. Now it's always hard to find the reach of One Championship fighters, but I would venture it's about 72 inches, maybe 71, not 73. So he's going to come in with a little bit of a reach disadvantage. It's going to be interesting to see how this fight plays out. To describe this styles, I would describe Martin Nguyen as a slick striker. He carries big power. Now, One Championship put up a great video of the biggest knockouts in One Championship for Martin Nguyen. I think it's top 5 knockouts or something like that. So you guys should definitely check that out. If you haven't already, it will give you a bit of an insight into what kind of a striker this man is. He's a very devastating, dangerous striker, carries big power in both hands. So I think that's very important to check that out. And to describe Thanh Le's style, he's kind of all-round. Lately he's been shining in his stand-up, and I think in his career he's really shined in his stand-up, but he actually comes from a BJJ team. He's got a BJJ background, and I think that's going to be an advantage that he has coming into this fight, is his ground game. But it'll be interesting to see how this fight plays out, because I don't actually see it going down. The key wins for Martin Nguyen, the ones that stand out at least, are over the One Championship lightweight champion in Christian Lee. He beat him not once but twice, and of course he took out Edward Followang, the former One Championship lightweight champion as well, and that was a big win for him. For Thanh Le, there's not really any huge wins that stand out for me, but he beat Yusuf Sadalayev, who's a great fighter and a guy who I think a ton of, so a win there really did impress me, shocked me. I didn't think he was going to win that, so that's a big win. To describe the issues for Martin Nguyen, who's coming into this fight off a long layoff, how's that going to impact him, and I think his ground game's a little bit suspect, and if he loses, that's where he'll lose. For Thanh Le, I think his age at 35 years old, you got to wonder when it's going to start to creep up to him. And throughout his career, I think one of the things that's really stopped him from excelling in mixed martial arts is his susceptibility to getting caught, and that's not only just by strikes, that's by ground game as well. But in this fight particularly, if you're susceptible to getting caught by a strike and you're in there with a devastating knockout artist, that doesn't really bode well, does it? X factor for Martin Nguyen is going to be his slick stand-up and the big power in his hands, and the X factor for Thanh Le is going to be his all-round game and his ability to finish it on the mat if it does go there, and the BJJ credentials that I believe he has, although we haven't seen. Anyways, with that said, let's get into the prediction. Should be a fun fight. I think this is going to be a fight that's going to be contested in the feet, especially if you've seen the most recent fights that at least had in one championship, and Martin Nguyen always enjoys to stand up. I think Martin Nguyen enjoys a good advantage in stand-up. I think he's the slicker, smoother striker. He's got better boxing, got great head movement, and he carries big power. I think Thanh Le has got good stand-up generally. He's got good knees and elbows as well. But I think he's someone who's open to get caught, and I think if he does get caught, he's going to really suffer. So I think it's important for him to mind his P's and Q's in this fight, and maybe even mix it in, come in with a mixed bag of mixed martial arts, and vary it up and try and make Martin Nguyen have to work for the win. But ultimately, I don't think it's going to matter. I think Martin Nguyen's going to be able to land one of those big bombs at some point. I think he'll land fairly early, to be honest with you. And I think Martin Nguyen's going to finish this fight, get what I would consider a statement finish, and then after that, I hope to see some more interesting fights for him. There's some guys coming up in one championship, but I think he's going to get this, and I'm picking, for my official prediction, guys, I'm going with Martin Nguyen for the win by stoppage, and I think that's going to be very, very interesting. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown. Let me know in the comment section below if you're going to watch this fight. If you're not, then please watch it, and let me know if you enjoyed the way I covered this fight and my coverage of one championship in general. If you're okay with that. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on in mixed martial arts, in the world of mixed martial arts. Obviously, the Gegard Mousasi, Douglas Lima fight's coming up, and I probably won't be able to cover that just because of I wanted to give this fight some coverage, because more people will be covering the Gegard Mousasi Douglas Lima fight. That's an incredible fight that I just cannot wait for. If you're new to the channel, remember to like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. As always, I'm Rohan, and this is Man for Combat.